Have you ever wondered how a teenager from a small suburb of Paris became one of the most valuable athletes on the planet? Today, Kylian Mbappé isn't just a football superstar. He is a global brand, a luxury icon, and one of the biggest investments in the history of world football. Real Madrid waited for years to sign him. Billion-dollar companies compete to work with him, and millions of fans wear his shirt. But none of this happened overnight. His journey started in Bondy, a quiet town outside Paris, where football wasn't just a hobby, it was a way of life. Mbappé was born into a family that understood sports better than most. His father worked as a football coach, while his mother was a professional handball player. From the very beginning, discipline and ambition became part of his daily life. Even as a child, he looked different. His speed shocked defenders, and his confidence surprised coaches. While other kids dreamed about becoming professionals, Mbappé acted as if he already belonged among the world's best. There was another dream that pushed him every single day: Cristiano Ronaldo. His bedroom walls were covered with Ronaldo posters. He watched Ronaldo's training videos again and again, copying every movement, every celebration, and every finish. That obsession slowly turned into motivation. At just 14 years old, Europe's biggest clubs had already noticed him. Scouts from Real Madrid, Chelsea, Liverpool, Manchester City, and Paris Saint-Germain all wanted the same teenager. Real Madrid even invited him to train at their academy, where he met Cristiano Ronaldo himself. For most teenagers, that moment would have been unforgettable. For Mbappé, it became a promise. One day, he would return, not as a visitor, but as one of the biggest stars in world football. Instead of making a rushed move, he chose AS Monaco, a club famous for developing young talent. It was the perfect decision. At only 16 years old, Mbappé made his professional debut and immediately showed that he wasn't just another academy graduate. He was fearless. Every match, his confidence grew. Every sprint terrified defenders. Every goal attracted more attention. Then came the 2016-2017 season. Everything changed. Mbappé exploded onto the European stage with breathtaking performances, helping Monaco win Ligue 1 and make an unforgettable run to the UEFA Champions League semifinals. Against some of Europe's biggest clubs, he played without fear. Suddenly, the football world had a new superstar. But Monaco already knew something the rest of the world was only beginning to understand. Keeping Kylian Mbappé would soon become impossible. By the summer of 2017, every major club in Europe wanted Kylian Mbappé. His incredible performances had turned him into the most exciting young footballer on the planet. But one club was determined to win the race: Paris Saint-Germain. PSG didn't just want a talented teenager, they wanted the future face of football. The deal shocked the world. The transfer was worth around 180 million euros, making Mbappé the most expensive teenager in football history and one of the biggest transfers ever completed. The pressure was enormous. Many wondered if such a young player could possibly justify that price tag. Mbappé answered those questions on the pitch. Season after season, he became faster, smarter, and even more dangerous. Goals became routine, defenders struggled to stop him, and records continued to fall. He quickly established himself as one of Europe's deadliest forwards, winning multiple Ligue 1 titles and finishing among the top scorers year after year. His performances also transformed him into one of football's biggest global brands. The world's biggest companies wanted to be associated with his image. Nike made him one of the faces of modern football, releasing signature boots inspired by his incredible speed. Luxury fashion houses invited him to exclusive events. International brands competed for sponsorship deals. His popularity exploded across social media, where millions of fans followed every goal, every interview, and every moment of his life. His income grew far beyond football. Salary, bonuses, sponsorships, and commercial partnerships. Together, they made him one of the highest-paid athletes in the world, while he was still in his 20s. Then came football's biggest stage, the FIFA World Cup. At just 19 years old, Mbappé amazed the world with breathtaking performances, becoming one of the tournament's brightest stars and helping France lift the World Cup. His pace looked impossible, and his confidence looked unstoppable. Many people began asking the same question: was football witnessing the beginning of a new era? As Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo approached the final chapters of their legendary careers, Mbappé was emerging as one of the players expected to carry football into the future. Yet despite all the trophies, all the goals, and all the money, one question never disappeared. When would he finally join Real Madrid? Year after year, the rumors returned. Every transfer window brought new headlines. Every interview created fresh speculation. Some believed it would never happen, while others believed it was simply a matter of time. Behind the scenes, Real Madrid remained patient. Florentino Perez never completely gave up. He believed that one day, the player who had once visited Madrid as a teenager would finally return to wear the famous white shirt. And when that moment finally arrived, it became far more than just another transfer. It became the beginning of a completely new chapter in football history. When Kylian Mbappé finally arrived at Real Madrid, it wasn't just another transfer. It was the moment football had been waiting for. For years, Florentino Perez believed Mbappé was the player who could lead Real Madrid into a new generation. Now that vision had become reality. Stepping into the Santiago Bernabéu came with enormous pressure. Real Madrid isn't just expected to win, it is expected to dominate. Every touch is analyzed, every goal is celebrated, and every mistake becomes a headline. But Mbappé has spent his entire career proving that pressure makes him even stronger. Beyond football, he has quietly built one of the most powerful personal brands in sports. His income no longer comes from football alone. Multi-million-dollar endorsement deals, global sponsorships, appearance fees, image rights, and long-term commercial partnerships have turned him into one of the highest-earning athletes in the world. Major brands don't just see Mbappé as a footballer, they see him as the face of the next generation. His influence reaches far beyond the football pitch. Millions of people follow his career, his lifestyle, and every major decision he makes. Every single season, his global value continues to grow. Financial experts believe that if he maintains this level of success, his career earnings could eventually exceed $1 billion. That number isn't simply about salary. It represents everything surrounding the Mbappé brand. Football, business, sponsorships, global influence, and the power to inspire millions around the world. But perhaps his greatest achievement isn't measured in money, it's measured in expectations. For almost 2 decades, football belonged to Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo. Now, a new era has begun. The responsibility of carrying the sport into the future belongs to players like Kylian Mbappé. The little boy from Bondi who once covered his bedroom walls with Cristiano Ronaldo posters has become the superstar millions of young players now dream of becoming. His story proves that talent opens the first door, discipline keeps it open, and ambition can change history. The biggest question is no longer whether Kylian Mbappé will become one of football's greatest players. The real question is, how far can he go before his career is over? Because if his journey so far has taught us anything, the best chapter of Kylian Mbappe's story may still be waiting to be written.